to my channel. You've entered into the world of dupes, so clearly you want to save some coin. Today we are going to be trying out TikTok viral dupes. These are dupes we've seen all over TikTok. Now, some of them I've tried out and talked about, but one of the big ones I have here today, they're making crazy claims out here, okay? They're saying these are dupes. So I'm going to be trying out a lot of this stuff to see if they actually are dupes. We have a couple products I've tried out before, but they're also saying the Kosas concealer and the NYX Bear With Me is a dupe. Is this true or is this a lie? We're going to find out today. Be sure and smash that subscribe button because we're not wasting any time. Let's jump right in and get started. This is no secret, okay? This is not a surprise to anyone, but I feel like I had to mention it because it's probably the most viral dupe that ever happened.
e.l.f. has broke the internet once again. This is the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Now, is this actually a dupe? For the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, I'm gonna give you the truth.
You ever think these brands, when e.l.f. dupes them, they're just like mad? Or do you think they care? Because they're getting their coin either way. What do you think happens behind the scenes? Do you think they're like, no, they did it again? Or do you think they're just like, oh well? I don't know. I feel like the makeup industry is super competitive, so. Girl, I don't know. Anyways, e.l.f. Halo Glow Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury, which by the way, Charlotte Tilbury is a pricey brand. You know, Charlotte Tilbury is like above high-end makeup. Like it's high-end. Like one blush palette I had gotten from there was $75. So like they don't play. So I think that's why e.l.f. stays duping them like they do. So let's do this side of my face, high-end. Let's do this side of my face, save your coin. Here we go. So this is 44, this is 14, okay? We're talking a $30 difference here. I probably need to get a mirror. This is my first ever YouTube video, just kidding. This is like a glowy product that you can wear alone. It's a little too glowy for me to wear alone. I like to put a little foundation because I feel like I look like Edward Cullen whenever I just have it on because that gets me so like, girl, glowy. And then this is number 2, which is a little light, but it's still really nice. And this will give you a lot of luminosity. You can mix this with a skin tint, you can mix it with your moisturizer, you can mix it with your foundation. It's kind of like a mixy product or you can wear it alone. So I'm gonna buff that in with an L34 brush. You can also use a beauty blender if you're not lazy like me and you're actually gonna get up and go wet your beauty blender. I'm gonna go through a lot of brushes in this video because I like to switch up. Okay, do you see how like, girl, I cannot be walking around like that shiny. That's why I like to mix it in or use it as a base because it does peer through even a full coverage foundation. The more full coverage, the less it's gonna peer through, but it's so loomy that you're gonna be glowing. Now I have 2 different L34s, so we're gonna make sure we don't mix these up. But let me show you by the time I get the e.l.f. one blended, we're looking at the same product. Okay, you see how glowy that is? And how, even though this one was lighter too, it's like the same difference, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. So you guys knew about that dupe. You already knew about it. I'll link everything down below, but let's keep the party moving because you may not have known about this one.
More people need to know about this. These are the same. Let me show you. 1 dot of that, 1 dot of this. They are the same.
This is the Glotion. This is from L'Oreal. They have a couple different shades in this one, but 904 is like the one that's the closest dupe to the Drunk Elephant drops that are now back in stock. So if you want to try these are $38. These are $13, so major savings. And I think you get more. Let's see. This is 30 milliliters. This is 40 milliliters, so you're definitely getting more. But I like to, because I'm a lazy girl, let me show you my lazy girl hack. So I like to put these on my face. I like to use these to bronze up my foundation because it's no longer the correct color of my skin because of summertime and getting a little sun on my skin. But I'm gonna use 904 over here. Okay, so 904 to me is cooler toned. Do you see like how it's like this a little warmer, this a little cooler? So they're not exact dupes, but I will say once you get these bad boys blended out, it really doesn't make that much of a difference because they do sheer out. So that brings us to our foundation. I like to give them a mix. Now we're gonna get down to business, okay? Because this is claimed to be a dupe. We're gonna go ahead and roll the TikTok on these.
Apparently there's a dupe for the Makeup by Mario foundation, and the dupe is Miss Essence. This is the Keep Me Covered Long Lasting Foundation. Apparently they're a dupe for each other.
So now as you can see, these are claimed to be pretty similar products. I have used them, but I haven't compared them as dupes. So we're gonna try Essence versus Mario. We're gonna go ahead and put Mario on the side with the Drunk Elephant. And this has been my lazy girl hack where I'm mixing it together on my face versus mixing it together like on a pad or something. So we're gonna take our high end, and do you see how I'm just like mixing? And that way we're deepening up that foundation. And I'm gonna pat it out. I really wanna see the difference in these foundations, or like see if there is one, because I feel like this Mario foundation, I don't think it would be like the hardest thing in the world to do, but it is one of my favorite foundations, so you know, I'm quite picky with it, but I really do like that Essence foundation whenever I used it. Like, I loved the outcome of it, and it's so affordable. Let's talk about prices when we're blending. Okay, that blended out beautiful. Do you see how glowy we are? Oh, so pretty. And we're a little bit more bronzy over here. This is shade 140, and it bronzed it up with this Drunk Elephant drop. So this one is 120 Warm Buff, and we're gonna bronze it up with a lotion from L'Oreal, baby. This is $7, this is $42. I don't even know the math on that, but what I do know is that's like crazy savings. I get that this Essence foundation has a little bit of Lumi in it too, which does bring out some similarities. They are both medium coverage foundations. My face is raw, you guys. I've been using way too, oh my God, they do look the same. What? No. Oh my God. This concoction, the only thing that's a little bit different is because they're different shades, but even the shades, y'all, even the shades are kind of similar. Like, this is, you know, like a hair off. I would say the Essence one is just a kiss warmer, but this is crazy. You really can't tell that I have two completely different foundations on right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, TikTok stays amazing me. I'm easily amazed. So we're gonna jump into our next dupe right here, right now. This is the NYX Bear With Me, and they're saying Kosas. Kosas is similar. We're gonna go ahead and roll that TikTok.
If you have this, use that.
I will say they have a similar formula because I've used both of these. I love the Kosas paddle. Like, I like this concealer a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But I do feel like the Kosas is also like a serum concealer, whereas the Bear With Me is as well. But the Bear With Me is one of my favorite concealers ever, like point blank period. I'm gonna have to put some on my hand because it's a pump, not a paddle. By the way, I am shade Vanilla in NYX and Revealer 05W in Kosas. So those are my shades. I'm gonna take a brush and apply this one since it came on a pump. Okay, these are gonna be two completely different colors, which is gonna make for some interesting makeup. Maybe I should have used this one. Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna use beige so they're a little closer in color. I'm gonna add just a kiss of beige and like mix the two together because I don't want my makeup to look crazy today. But yeah, these are different. See, the NYX one is way thicker of a formula. They may have similar coverage in the outcome, but I feel like the Bear With Me, probably the cheaper one, actually has the more coverage. Gorgeous. So the Kosas is 30, the NYX is around 12, depending on where you buy it. That may vary within $1 or $2, but I mean, that's like huge savings. So we're gonna blend. And as you can see, we'll blend it with a brush. The NYX just has a little bit more coverage. Granted, it was a brighter product, but it also feels like a little bit heavier, whereas I feel like the Kosas one, it actually feels a little bit lighter in formula. Well, now I've kind of mixed them, but you can definitely see quite the difference. I think the NYX one has a little more coverage. I do think that they are comparable concealers though. I do think they're very comparable. Are they an exact dupe? No, most dupes aren't identical, but I do think they are a comparable product. So I think, you know, there's some truth to this. I'm honestly just spooked because I feel like this side of my face is about to be a lot less light than this side. I'm gonna put some of the NYX over here. And before we do our contour and keep going, speaking of saving money, shout out to ThredUp for partnering with me for this portion of today's video. Y'all, if y'all don't know what ThredUp is, it is the world's largest online thrift store. I love ThredUp. I swear by ThredUp. I have some pieces in my closet that I've worn 20 times that I got from ThredUp. They have endless options. So we're gonna go upstairs real quick. We're gonna unbox this stuff and I'm gonna show you what I got from the world's largest online thrift store at ThredUp. I always get the best pieces with such high quality packaging. So let's go upstairs and unbox and see what we got, and we'll be right back. It's always packaged so nicely. I have two packages here. This is stuff I got for fall time, so let's go ahead and dig in. Oh, we already see something cute in here. I love the packaging. Very fall vibes. Okay, first I got this top. It's like a bodysuit, and it kind of looks like a swimsuit, but it's actually this knit material. I feel like this outfit's great for fall time in LA because that's like some of our hottest months. So I did get this piece, which I think is so cute. Estimated retail was $148. I got a pair with $31.99. Okay, and then I wanted to show you guys these shorts that I also got. They're from Zara. So these feel like brand new, and the estimated retail on these adorable shorts was $38, and I got them for $19. So I feel like this is kind of like a cute little outfit. Next up, I got this tank, which I love. It looks like a tie scarf. It's from the brand Super Down. Going on a little trip, so I thought I might wear this. I got it for $16.99, estimated retail $32, so I thought that was pretty good. Also love these little patterns on here. Okay, this next piece is so cool because it's like this vintage vest, but because it's a looser fit, I'll show you how it looks on me now, which this is like a way, but I feel like it would look better if it was tighter. So let me show you how I wanna wear this vest because I just think it's so cool. So I'm thinking this vest with like a little bandeau. I would probably do blue jeans and then just leave it open, like everything. I'm obsessed with it. What if I did black leather pants instead of jeans maybe? Or like a black blue jean? I don't know. This is my favorite piece. Let me tell you what I got this for. $27.99. Original estimated retail $138. Oh my gosh, such a good deal. I love this. Okay, let me show you the boots. Okay, these are the boots. They're just these Jeffrey Campbell suede gray boots. Let me tell you what I got them for. And then we're gonna try them on with this skirt outfit because I think they'll be so cute. These were originally $223 and I got them for $63.99. Savings! Did I mention they also look like they've never been worn before, so they look brand new. So here are the boots. They are so stinking cute. I just had them on with this skirt and this little bandeau top that I had on earlier, but look how cute they go over the knee. So they're super high up. So ooh, this will be cute with like a shorter skirt, but I kind of like the midi skirt with them. But I am in love. Jeffrey Campbell makes the nicest shoes. They were such good condition. A steal. So before you go shopping at ThredUp, be sure and click my link in the description box because that way you can shop similar items as to what I picked. Also, be sure and use my discount code Larlarlee to get a 40% off your first order. That is a crazy good deal on already sustainable, affordable clothing. Okay, now let's get back to the dupes. We're back with contour. I did some deep diving last night because I was pulling all these dupes that claim to be dupes, and we have the She Glam contour dupe. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Contour 1. Go ahead and roll that TikTok. So as you can see, the colors that she used were a bit off, but I did some research myself and I felt like, okay, let me just show you because, you know, the Tarte Sculpt Tape and the Charlotte Tilbury Contour 1 are very similar products as it is, but they're both high end, so they're both pricey. This is $42. I think this one's in the 30s. I don't know. Anyway, so we have the shade Terracotta. This is the Warm Bronzy Contour 1 from She Glam. And then this is the shade Warm Bronze from Tarte. These are very similar. I think the Tarte one is just a kiss darker. Then we have the shade from She Glam Camel Suede. Camel Suede is a bit deeper and a little bit cooler, more for contouring than bronzing. And then we have Medium Deep from Charlotte Tilbury. And as you can see, that is the identical same color. So we're gonna be using this today. It is a dupe. It's literally the same product and the exact same product. Camel Suede, medium deep here. And if you wanted to get warm and bronzy rather than contour, you could go for the Terracotta versus the Tarte Shape Tape. So there's two dupes for you with these products. I just had to go through some color theory and testing because I'm like, formula, very similar. You get the same payoff and the same blend, but now color. So medium deep is like a kiss dark for me. So I just go in really light-handed. So this is our high end side. We're gonna do a dip there, a little dip there, and a little dip there. And then we're gonna move on to our She Glam. And we're gonna do a kiss. Oh, there, there, and there. And now we're gonna blend. I like to take my foundation brushes a lot of the time and blend my product because it blends just a little bit of foundation in the product and it helps dilute it just a little bit. And I do that with cream blushes too. I'm actually gonna add more. We're gonna blend that just to make sure we get a little bit of a contour. There we go, that looks really nice. A little bit of sculpting there. Now we're gonna blend out this side with this kabuki brush. I feel like the end result is very, very similar. So these are $6.99 each. These are $42. The Tarte one's a little bit cheaper, but the Charlotte Tilbury is a definite $42. So that's a huge dupe right there. Major, major savings. Now, one thing I know is we all know that She Glam has a fabulous dupe for the Rare Beauty Cream Blushes. But I have seen so many TikToks for the Benetint dupes, and they have one from Essence, but it is sold out everywhere, and I try to get it and I can't. So then I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw a lot more of these random little Amazon tint brands that make 2 for $6, okay, that make the dupe to the Benetint. So we're gonna try them out. I was playing with these a little bit last night trying to figure it out, and the math was slightly mathing on these. So let me show you what I found. So the Benetint's 21, and this is the shade Bright Cherry. So this one we're going to swatch. In my personal opinion, I feel like the Benefit ones, these are $3 each because you get 2 for $6, but I feel like the Benefit ones are slightly more pigmented, if you can see that. But they are both stains, and they do give that similar payoff. $3 versus 21. So we have the cherry, and this is the rose tinted. Oh! Imagine if that lid wasn't screwed on and I dropped Benetint everywhere. This is the iconic one that's been around since the dawn of time. So there you have it. That is the cherry. And then this is the second one that came in the little pack. I'll link these down below. If you can see, this one's a little deeper and it gives more of the similar cherry vibe. So did we find a dupe? I think so. If you look on TikTok, look at that staining. But there's like a bazillion different Benetint dupes. Essence was the one I wanted to try, but we don't always get everything we want because they didn't have it in stock. We can only try one of these, so I'm gonna try out the cherry. So we're gonna put on our high-end side a little bit of this. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it because if I don't, it will stain. Those little dots will be stained on my cheek. And I don't want all that. That is so pretty. Why do I not use these more often? Ah, here we go, the Amazon one. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna blend it with a different brush. I just got it way too high up. I feel like, oh, those two, I feel like I had to put like maybe one more dot of this. Boom, right there. And then let's blend it. Do we get a similar result? We certainly do. Very similar result. Y'all, I really can't even tell what side of my face I paid a mini fortune for and what side I saved. So similar. Like once you get these products blended out, a joke. Are you kidding me? But I'm gonna be using my Benetint more now. Okay, I just got put onto this by myself. Absolutely beautiful. They look the same. A win is a win. Always remember that. Let's set our face and then we'll be right back, because I don't have a specific viral setting powder. Also, I want to show you guys a little makeup tip while we're in this game. If you have trouble with your makeup coming off, this would be a good time to use a really strong setting spray. Not a dewy one, but one that would lock it in. So I'm going to use the Milani on this side. Am I? Or am I not? I am not. Oh, I broke it. Well, my Milani setting spray just broke and I can't get the top off of it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But we're gonna set our face really quick with the expensive one. Mistakes were made. Now you wanna let this dry down and then set your makeup, and it will help it to last and not get too sloopy and slopey and fall off and crease and all that good stuff. So set it and forget it. I'll be back. While our cake is baking, we're gonna do some eyebrows. Now this one is no secret to the dupe that is between these two. This one is between 6 and 8 depending on where you buy it. This is around 21 to 23. I think it's at 23 at Sephora. Huge savings there. Roll that TikTok, baby. We're gonna do some brows. To be honest with you, lately I've been not using either product and just using like a little brow gel rather than this. This will like basically like laminate your brows down. I think both products, I'm using the ABH one right now, but I think both products work to the nines. Like I think they're both fantastic products. And I understand if you want to spoil yourself and you're like, I know there's a dupe out there, but I still want the higher end one. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to spoil yourself, then do it. But if you're trying to not break the bank, baby, here we go. So this is the e.l.f. one. Someone said that these are made from the same lab. I don't know if that part is true, but it sure does seem that way because of how similar the products are. It's like Wow. For eyeshadow today, I'm just going to use a little bit of my Mario bronzer. I've been, you know, a little lazy in the eyeshadow department. Maybe some of you guys can relate to this at home. And I'm doing my eyeshadow while I let this brow gel dry a little bit, because you really have to let it set for a second because it gets really gummy. It does dry down. I don't think it dries down like 120%, but it does dry down a little bit, enough for you to get like a little bit of brow pencil or brow tint through your brows. And I do prefer to do this before I put any brow, you know, color or pencil onto my brows, because it will move that around and it'll get messy. So that's just the tea on that. I'm gonna do some eyeliner and I'll be right back. Now, in order to try out our next dupe, we need to give our lashes a good even curl so we can compare notes. Our next dupe is the Lash Roll by e.l.f. versus the Roller Lash by Benefit, and they have the same one. Watch this TikTok.
Whoever is ahead of product development at e.l.f. woke up and clearly chose violence. It's the brand new Lash and Roll mascara from e.l.f. and it is a clear dupe for what we all know and recognize right here. Here is the e.l.f. wand. Here is the Benefit Roller Lash wand. They look so incredibly similar.
Okay, if I covered the bottom, can you tell which wand is which? They both have some curvage to it, and they're both like a plastic, more spiky wand. Boom! There you go. Pretty much the same wand and a very similar formula. So let's start with the e.l.f. side. The e.l.f. one, we're gonna swivel around. We're not supposed to pump, even though I always pump my mascaras out of habit, but we're gonna swivel it around and it just snatches your lashes so well. I feel like both of these lash mascaras are great for lengthening rather than volume. Benefit's new one, Fan Fest, I wonder if they're gonna dupe this by e.l.f. I don't know if they will, but I wonder if they will, because that's my favorite. It's so volumizing. Wow, I really can't even tell which mascara was which. Literally couldn't tell. So that's pretty amazing. $6, $28. I can't tell a difference. I'm gonna put on a little lash, because y'all know I like to bring the drama, and I don't have a specific lash. Lash dupes are hard because I feel like little lashes, they're all so different, you know? They all are just living in this big, great world, and they're very different. And most of my lashes are just lashes that I find sitting on my desk, and then I just put them on. But what I can do is recommend a lash to you. If you guys are looking for like an affordable lash that looks good, these kind of look like lash extensions. They're the Jumbo Lash by NYX. They don't really fan out, whereas, because lash extensions, you know, just kind of go straight across. Those kind of do that too. I like a little more fanned out, but I do love to wear those whenever I don't have on any eyeliner. They look like lash extensions, those ones by NYX. You can pick them up at Target. That's where I always get mine. And they're a great way to get an affordable lash. I think they're around between $11 and $14, which I know that's random, but I think that's the prices I've seen them be. Our lash glue is drying, so it might look a little crusted and busted, but give it time. Trust the process. It's gonna look better. We're now gonna go ahead and do our brows. I have something I would like to bring to your attention. I feel like the e.l.f. side of the Brow Freeze product is better than the ABH one. I'm like, oh, did I just say all that? I really do, because, you know, if we're really comparing notes up in here, whenever I'm applying this brow pencil, it seems like it's kind of greasy. I love this product, don't get me wrong, but if we're comparing notes, like this side seems a little more wet, and this side seemed to have dried down a lot better, and you can see that. Like, you can see how wet this is looking, so this pencil's kind of slipping inside and around. Still a good product, still holds your brows in place. This one's like cleaner, and it dried down a little more matte. It's a little more functional. Okay, I'm gonna buff away any of this setting powder that's been baking for like 30 minutes now. Girl, we are baked. And we're not done yet. This is a new dupe I've never tried before, but apparently they're dupes. So I was doing my research on color matching last night.
So I found the dupe to the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, and it's the Flower Beauty Gloss Stick.
These are the Tarte Super Viral Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumps, and then Flower Beauty came out with the Lip Plump Gloss Stick. They're the same thing. $12. The Tarte one is $24. Half the price. I had two different colors. They were a match. Let's go ahead and wipe my lips. So this one is Sizzle from Flower Beauty. Same packaging. So Sizzle is a little bit lighter in color. Now these are like glosses, so they're not as pigmented in color. And then this one is Cherry Blossom, which is also like this lighter pink color from Tarte. And if you can see there's Cherry Blossom, there's Sizzle. It looks like Sizzle has a little bit more pigment to it, but they basically look the exact same. So this is the Tarte, and I'll put the, without rubbing them together, I'll put the Sizzle on top. They look the exact, call the police. They look the same, but we have more. So we also have Spicy and Primrose. So Spicy is the Flower Beauty one. Let me show ya. Now this one has a little bit more of a hue, a color to it. So we can just try it right there. Spicy. Primrose. Primrose is a little bit more pink, but let's try them on our lips. Primrose. And then Spicy, darling. I cannot tell the difference. They both also have like this plumping sensation in them, and they feel the exact same on my lips as well. They don't only look the same, they feel the same. My lips, they don't burn, they just tingle with this product, but my God, that's the same thing. Flower Beauty said, hey, tap me in. I'm getting in the dupe game too. We're gonna start duping stuff. So Flower Beauty is really out here, but I'm getting this everywhere. Let me clean up my mess. And then we're not done yet with setting sprays. You thought I gave up on my Milani one, but you're wrong. I did not. I'm gonna pour this Milani one in this ABH Dewy Set bottle because I wanna make it happen, okay? I'm determined. So we're just gonna do the little concoction. Oh, gorgeous pour. Look at that, the steady hands. Boom. So don't be deceived, this ABH is actually Milani. I wanted to pour it on camera because I was like, I feel like people will think I'm lying if I just tell them that I poured it in here. So you saw me do it. Tyler actually broke the lid off for me. So we have Milani disguised as ABH versus, we've talked about this before, the airbrush from Charlotte Tilbury. Roll that TikTok.
Después de una larga y exhaustiva búsqueda, hemos encontrado un dupe para este bebecito. Este setting spray es popular, pero la verdad lo merece porque es bueno.
We're gonna set our Luxe side with the ABH. I'm so sorry, Charlotte Tilbury. Let me tell you the price difference. $10, $23. Milani side, let's get it going. They even smell similar. Not identical, but they smell similar. Now the $23 is the bigger bottle one. This is like the little travel size one. But if you want to get the bigger one, it's $23. And they both dry down the same, you know? It really is amazing. I'm going to touch on my lip because I want to do a liner with this. And then I'm going to be back and we're going to close out this video. Whenever I have a full face of makeup on, I like to wear these lippies, the Juicy Lippies with a lippy underneath because they're kind of sheer. Ooh, wrong color. Great. Just kidding. Going to use Mora from our Full Fantasy collab. And I like to take a little lip brush and just blend, blend, blend. I feel like that looks pretty nice. So what I like to do then is top with these bad boys. So we'll add a little bit of the Flower Beauty into the bottle. All right, guys, this is the final look. It looks the exact same. Exact same. The only thing that weren't dupes was our powder, our lashes liner, and the lipstick underneath this. Everything else looks the exact same, including the foundation, which has honestly gagged me the most out of everything. Truly gagged. So there you have it. TikTok viral dupes. I would say there's nothing in here that was just like a total flop and was not a dupe at all. Couple products were a little more similar than others, but baby, the dupes were on fire. Save your coin, honey. That's what we learned today. Save your coin. Don't forget to check out ThredUp and use my discount code to save some coin. I will put right here on the screen. I'll also have everything from ThredUp linked in my description box right down below so you guys can shop similar items to the ones that I picked out. Thank you to ThredUp for partnering with me for today's video. And that is it. I love you guys. Be sure and smash that subscribe button before you leave, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.